England B Team podcast by Leverkusen mid-season review.
I'm looking forward to this one.
How's it going?
So we're doing 2 mid-season reviews here. This is definitely going to be a positive one.
Yes, I think so too.
So where are we going to start? Let's get straight into this. Bayer Leverkusen, how are we getting on halfway through the season?
I mean, I wrote down just one word: exceptional.
It is. It's
Exceptional.
unbelievable. We're full of smiles here talking about Leverkusen.
Yeah, I mean, the football being played, like, I don't know, Xabi Alonso is just... I mean, fair play to him. Like, the style of play he's introduced. I know, one thing to stand out for me is just, like, the flexibility of the team. Like, you see...
Hugely.
Kosunu, Tapsoba. Kosunu kind of bombs on sometimes, then Palacios drops in.
Yeah.
The team's also super dependable. Like, no matter who comes in, everyone does a good job. Like,
yeah.
The last few games leading up to Christmas, Andrich has come in, done a good job.
Andrich is superb, man.
Yeah.
He's a real utility player. He's a fan favourite as well, Robert Andrich. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
But I think you're saying as well, like Kosunu, I was at the Dortmund game yesterday. Oh my God, man, he is so good. He had a blinder of a game yesterday. Genuinely, those back three, Kosunu, Tapsoba, superb.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I wanted to touch on as well is that, I mean, last season, Hincapié was playing most of the time.
And I love Hincapié as well. He was my player of the year last year.
Yeah, he was starting, I think I saw he started at least 27 to 30 Bundesliga games. So in a 34 game season, like, or 34 game season, yeah. Like,
but this is going to be important as well because, okay, I don't want to get negative about this, but the only thing that I might be nervous about with Leverkusen is the African Cup of Nations.
True.
They're losing 5 players to that. They're playing, I think we're playing Munich during that period. That's going to be tough. 2 of those are defenders, so Tapsoba and Kosunu are both going to go.
Bonifaz.
Yeah, Adli and Tala. So that's 5 players.
Plays Morocco, doesn't he?
Declared for Morocco now, so
I didn't even think about that.
That's huge. And Hincapié is a great player. He's going to be great coming back in. Stanisic just came in on loan as well, I think purely for that reason. So, not to get negative. Anyway, yes, the flexibility is great. I feel like Xabi Alonso's tactics, there's a lot been said about, like, is it because he played in that position, he read the game so well, does it make a better manager? Yes, it definitely does, but I think the strongest thing about Xabi Alonso's tactics is the willingness to adapt to the strength of the players.
Yeah.
He will adapt the game to it. Like, one of the big examples for me is Victor Boniface coming in this year. Patrick Schick was a long time the number 9. Horrible run of injuries for a very long time. Very different player to Boniface. We know a bit about Boniface because he did play against us in the Europa League quarterfinals last year for Union. So we got to look at it, but he likes the ball to feet.
Yeah.
Patrick Schick is a bit more of a target man.
Yeah,
and you can see when Schick came off the bench, Alonso will adapt to play to Schick. He's not asking Schick to play like
the goal against Dortmund.
Perfect example.
Came into Schick, put it across the box
straight away, and that's Patrick Schick doing Patrick Schick. Yeah. And even this year, you saw Moussa Diaby leave as well. A very fast player, great on the counter attack. Jonas Hoffmann came in from Gladbach to replace him. Different type of player, but we've adapted it that way. We're not playing over the top anymore. We're giving it to Hoffmann at feet, interchangeable with that front 3.
And it's also, like,
great.
Frimpong is on paper a right wing back, but he literally plays. He's almost in line with the forward line. Like that's why you have, like, sometimes Kosunu bombs on. Like, it's almost like. In possession, it's almost like a 4 at the back. Like Kosunu kind of goes right back because Frimpong is literally on the touchline, on the halfway line, or on the last defender. Like he's
every time,
it's such a
Which again, I think that's the big change. So one reason I think we'll talk on it now. Leverkusen are doing so well is really clever business in the transfer window. Simon Rolfes, the technical director or manager, I never remember the English translation, but anyway, did a wonder job with bringing the right players in because. Last year we looked great. We all know how good Jeremy Frimpong is. There's no doubt about that. But I feel like if you're going to play with such a great right wing back, you're going to play a wing back system, you need to balance that out. We didn't have a left wing back last year. This year, out of all the signings we made this year,
Mitchell Bakker last season, who was
and Hincapié played there sometimes as well.
He had moments, but
they're not natural left wing backs either.
Inconsistent as well. So Bakker, I mean,
so massively, so bringing in Grimaldo was the signing of. I knew when we brought him in, like that's it.
One thing I mentioned as well to a friend. How was no one else in for him on a free transfer?
I reckon there were. I genuinely think. I wouldn't have been surprised if Barcelona came sniffing back for him as well.
Yeah.
I think he would love to go back to La Liga, and I think Xabi Alonso is the only reason why he's been convinced to join the Leverkusen project.
Yeah, but also Leverkusen are a really smart club. Like. When they do the transfer business, they get a player, but they don't just buy players for the sake of it. They identify a position they really need. Whereas Barcelona, for example, not the most well-run club. Whereas, like I said, the main point is that Leverkusen, the sum of the business they've done was incredible. Like 10 million they spend. And yeah, like I think you wanted to say, like
they don't get the luxury.
Yeah,
we can't have the luxury of getting a bad signing. Leverkusen don't have the financial power that other teams do.
Yeah.
Like Xhaka came in for 24 million, and Xhaka, like we all know, Xhaka's been hit and miss for Arsenal sometimes, but last season was one of his best yet.
Yeah.
In an Arsenal team that pushed City the whole way.
A proper leader.
Been great. So
yeah,
that's the two. There's three secrets for me to Leverkusen's success this year. The transfer business in the summer, excellent. Identifying what we needed, a couple of really smart signings, cover as well. Xabi Alonso,
of course,
and the magic ingredient, Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, I mean, that's. I have a few questions for you that maybe want to touch on. But one of them was best player, and for me, I would say it's Florian Wirtz or Grimaldo.
Yeah.
Also, I think someone's really stand out is Palacios.
Oh, superb player. Yeah. Underrated player as well.
Yeah, really Palacios.
Excellent player.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could pick a best one. I think I would have to go with Wirtz.
Yeah.
And again, this is one thing that's going to annoy.
You can say the whole team, which is crazy.
You could. You see, people are going to get annoyed at this a little bit, especially people on Instagram, because Wirtz's numbers maybe don't look as impressive as the likes of Grimaldo or Frimpong, but he's not that. Every time Florian Wirtz gets the ball, you feel like something's going to happen.
Yeah, it's like Zidane didn't have the numbers.
Yeah, and we're not going to say Grimaldo's better than Zidane, as much as I love him.
Yeah.
Florian Wirtz is
But we did say Ballack is as good as Zidane. That got a bit of controversy, but...
well, sometimes you just like to stir the pot here. Florian Wirtz is superb, and he just lifts the whole team.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a point where you just, every time he gets the ball, you think, he could beat four players and stick it in the top corner. He's totally capable of doing that. He's a great player, great vision, fits so well into the system. We're building the system not just around him, but also his strength of the flexibility. Front three that move around a lot, wing backs bombing down the side. It's built to suit.
So Grimaldo comes in midfield sometimes as well. It's just super flexible, and
they had a great little moment together for the goal against Union Berlin when Grimaldo went into the top corner. That was perfect.
Grimaldo's
example.
Goal scoring is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is there anything else you want to touch on before I ask you a few questions about the season?
No, go ahead, ask me.
Next one is, what's your highlight of the season?
Oh, there's a lot. Do you know what? I'm going to pick a slightly strange one.
Okay.
I'm going to go with one of the only two draws so far. Okay. I'm going to go with the Bayern Munich 2-2 away.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we've played 18 games. 20 games. Won 18, drawn 2 at the point of us recording this.
All competitions.
Now, you wouldn't think you'd pick the draw, but a 2-2 draw away to Bayern Munich, and the way we played, the Grimaldo free kick, it was just superb. And it was the one time we went, we actually could do this.
Boniface missed a lot of chances as well.
He does sometimes.
In that game, he scored. He's a really good player, but in that game,
he could have had a few
maybe
more.
Maybe if he's a bit more clinical, the game could have been.
But he's fresh in the Bundesliga. He's nominated again for Rookie of the Month for the third month in a row.
Yeah,
he's
I mean, every month.
He has every single month. He's won. So I'm going to go with that. Do you have a particular favourite moment?
For me, it was the win against Cologne. I was in the game.
Yeah,
it wasn't just because it was against Cologne, which for Leverkusen
does help a little bit,
but I've genuinely never seen a game with so much domination. There's a point towards the end that Cologne had a few chances, but it was just, I don't know, it was just utter domination. I haven't seen a game like that in a long time where a team plays such good football. Every single time they get on the ball, they're dangerous. You can see the Cologne players. I think up until the 75th minute, they were terrified. They couldn't believe what was hitting them.
The difference in class between those two teams.
It wasn't just who they're playing against, but also just the manner of it. So I really enjoyed that game.
And also Cologne being a derby game, there's always the chance for a bit of a banana peel in that one.
Yes,
We've had some bad results, so to really not just win it, but boss it the entire way through. Really, the show. Mentality shift from last year is huge.
Who's your biggest surprise?
Biggest surprise of the year?
So mine was one, Grimaldo.
Yeah.
Also the form of Jonathan Tah.
Jonathan Tah's back into his best. Yeah, that is true. I'm very happy with that.
He was a bad player, but he's a proper leader at the back now.
Yeah.
Also, it looked like he could have left as well.
It looks like that every
he was
summer.
Linked to Premier League clubs.
Every summer he is, but whatever. Well, then I'll throw in quickly. My surprise one is probably Lukas Radecki, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a mixed bag of form last season.
Okay.
Looks like he's back to his best. Yeah, I'll have Radecki out of a team of standout players. Radecki.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And my last one was just not because of Kosunu being a better or worse player than Hincapie, but it was just Kosunu coming in for Hincapie. I think that's really interesting.
But shows strength and
you'd
depth.
expect
so far as well.
Yeah, Nkapie had to be there because he's naturally left-footed, free at the back.
I expect Nkapie to play a big part this season still, though.
Of course, yeah. There's going to be big changes once.
But you're right, Cosno, again, that game against Dortmund, man, he bossed it. He was unbelievable.
He made an unbelievable challenge on Gittins towards the end of the game.
Oh, man, he's so good.
But yeah, like, is there anything else you want to add?
Well, yeah, I see we've noted what's next, or what we want next. Keep it going, lads.
More of the same, please.
Keep rocking on. It says a lot that you've played 20 games, won 18, won pretty much every single game, and yet Bayern are still breathing down your necks.
Oh, man.
Because you cannot let up for a second in the Bundesliga. But we keep going. We play Bayern in February, get through this African Cup. If we get to Christmas without losing again, like I was at the Dortmund game yesterday, people reacted to it as if they'd lost. Yeah. It's like, guys, we drew 1-1 home to Dortmund. We're unbeaten still.
Yep.
That tells you how far we've came. So
for sure,
keep going, lads. I'm very, very happy with Leverkusen this year.
Yeah, and we'll be there supporting. You know, Gareth's often out of the games. I've got my season ticket now, my half-season ticket.
So we can bring in vlogs to you.
Yes,
we'll be bringing loads of vlogs.
We'll be at the stadium doing some vlogs. Maybe let's see what we can get involved in.
Oh, here.
Anyone wants to get us involved in anything? You know, we are two English-speaking,
English language experts in Bayer Leverkusen.
Following Leverkusen, loving football, and but no, like back to the team itself, unbelievable. Perfect. Really, really good.
Perfect. Can't fault it.
Pleasure to watch.
That's it. Well done, lads.
Yeah.
Keep our legs. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here. We've got another team to do. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Ciao.